Okay, we just had my light delivered. Might be an optical illusion, but from my security cameras, it looked like the box was opened. So, we'll take this video when we pick it up. And it is open. It's a thin piece of tape, so it might just be that the tape accidentally broke, but we'll see if everything's in there. Uh-oh. I'm trying to tell if it's been purposely opened or accidentally broken. Yeah, I think it's just accidentally broken, but still, we don't know if anything popped out of it. It drives me nuts when people deliver stuff like this. Okay, I'm pretty sure that it just broke open during handling because of the thin tape, but I'm gonna go through each and every part here to make sure everything's there. I have to say that it is well packed, and it's a very cheap unit, to tell you the truth. I decided I wasn't going to do any splurging on this particular light. It's something that I'm not going to use a lot of. So for a lit ceiling fan that's $65, that's like a super bargain. The motor for the unit is very heavy, so it looks like it's very solid also. It's not some cheap piece of plastic, so I'm looking forward to this working out pretty well. After going through the parts manual, I see that every single piece is here, so we don't have anything to worry about. I will have to make some adjustments because it comes with a very short down rod, which translates into very short power cords off of the lead here. My existing down rod is 4 feet long. I left the wiring for that I'll have to reuse. Usually I'll put the fan blades on last to make it a little easier to handle when I'm hanging the unit, but I decided to go with the instructions on this one and put the fan blades on right away. I'll disconnect the wire and install it at floor level. That'll make it a lot easier to fish it through the down rod. It would have been a 1, 2, 3 operation if I had screws inside of the box, but I have these studs that are actually tightened into the box, and they're very tight. They won't come out, and I don't want to damage them. So I have to utilize it as it is with nuts and washers. The studs are fairly long, so I won't even be able to tighten this completely with my ratchet set here. I'll have to go in there with my channel locks and finish it up. Okay, now I got to swap out this little short baby here for the long one. So I'll take off this old swivel module or whatever it's called and put this one on here. Alright, the hole for the set screw doesn't line up with the hole that's inside the old rod. So I'm going to have to put a new hole in there. I don't want to accidentally damage the thread on this screw, so I'm going to try to make a mark on it and then move this out of the way to make the hole in the outside. Okay, so I've successfully put another hole in there that the set screw will go into nicely without being damaged. Okay, so here's where a little problem, not a little problem, a situation should we have. Since it's made for the shorter down rod, the kit connects directly to this, and this is supposed to be at the ceiling section, but we see that's not going to work. Of course, we have our existing wiring that I have to run through the old piping. So I'm going to have to cut off this kit wire here, connect my existing wire, and then reconnect the kit wire in the top section of it. We'll do that, and we'll use these trusty solder connectors to take care of that. I bought those solder connectors some time ago for a different project, and they came in very handy. You just sleeve them onto the wire, you twist the wires together, then you'll pull down these solder connections where both of the wires are covered. Then you utilize a small torch to melt the solder to lock the wires in place. And the same heat from the torch will seal the plastic connection around it. Fish the top cover through the wiring and fish the down pole through also. There was a little problem with the wiring bunching up inside the down pole, so I decided to tape it up to each other every 6 to 8 inches so that they can move together in unison. At first I thought that the black and white wires were pretty much straightly marked, and that there was a white stripe down the third wiring, which was black, which would be used to connect the blue wiring. But I found out that it looks like both of the wires were white and that they were painted black. So there are spots of white on both of them, and it might be a little difficult to discern one from the other. So I had to make sure that the non-power lead black that was painted was a little longer than the other black lead. The down rod was tightly turned onto the fitting connected to the motor, making sure that the hole for the cotter pin was properly aligned. Now all I have to do is reconnect the clip for the remote receiver and install the top cover plate. It's a quick process just hanging the unit in place, but I gotta be very careful because I'll have only one hand to climb up this ladder. All that was left was to attach the power, neutral, and ground wire, and then put the cover plate in position. It's a little difficult placing the remote receiver in place. They don't leave much room for it. So you have to be very careful not to actually damage any of the wiring while you're doing this process. I would like to say that this was the very end of a job well done, except for one major glitch. It didn't register for me at first that the remote for this fan was the exact same looking remote for the two fans inside the family room. And so when I operated this fan, it was on the exact same frequency as the other two fans. So I did have to reprogram the remote, go back up into the ceiling area there, and reprogram the remote receiver. But it all worked out in the end. I want to thank you all for watching, and please subscribe to the channel, press the like button, and share the video. I really appreciate your support. Remember, you can also support me by purchasing the 4 books in my action-adventure series: Inherent Evil, Escaping the Green Abyss, Mob Life in the Hood, and Bringing Darkness into the Light.